Hi, it's Faceless Tech. A few years ago, I was getting into Gameboy modding and selling them, and I'd seen a few people on eBay were selling their Game Boys, and they'd have their YouTube slash eBay logo displayed on the screen, and I thought that's really cool. How the hell are they doing it? Because I was thinking, how the hell do you even make a Game Boy game in this modern era? So it kind of sent me down a massive rabbit hole recently because I thought I need to get to the bottom of this. Kind of even getting back into the gaming scene a bit, doing a few mods and stuff. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to do this kind of stuff. So what it basically is, the way I've done it is you start in Inkscape. This is the easiest way I found. Start in Inkscape, make an image that's 160 by 144 pixels, export that, and then you load up a GB Studio, which is like a free open source Game Boy. Only makes Game Boy Color games, I think. I don't think it does GBA. And it basically, what I've done is have scenes with my logo, and then I've basically done it so that it'll pause that scene until you press A, and then it'll go on to the next scene. And I've done it in a few different colours, different greys, because with Game Boy games, you only have like 4 greys to deal with, which is on the GB Studio documentation. It's got all that kind of stuff there. But I did find is that even in Inkscape, if you do have it does a color image and then you put it into GB Studio, it'll sort of handle the colors itself, which is quite nice. Because I was using something in GIMP that you had for Inkscape, and they had to put something in GIMP, and they had to export it as a tile map. Because if you don't know, Game Boy games are made up of tiles. And then to make a scene, you'd use them tiles to make a tile map. But I was basically found a way just to get an image and slap it into GB Studio, which makes it hell of a lot easier. I've kind of gone over the top here. I've made my own case for a repo cartridge. If you don't know what a repo cartridge is, it's basically China have decided to replicate the Game Boy games, like these rare games, for dead cheap. These cost you between £3 and £4. Probably the best one to go for, I think, is this one. This game. Or I had a Zelda DX one that actually had a save, because I know this one. I don't know if it has a save function. On the PCB, there's like a place for a battery, but on this one, it actually did have a battery installed, which is quite nice if you want to use them for other things. If you want to write other games or write your own games, they're quite good and they're quite cheap. You will need a flasher. These are about £28. I think I found somewhere around that price point. Or you could just have a flash card if you've got one and you don't want to actually write it to a proper cartridge. But I thought it'd be quite good kicks to have your own proper cartridge. I did do this one in glow in the dark filament, which I'm just charging up with my UV torch, and if you turn it off, it'll glow. It's like a cyan 3D filament that I've got. But anyway, enough of that. I'll show you actually what. So you put it in your Game Boy. I've got it in my Game Boy Pocket Light. It loads up, and then it has I've done it in different shades of the grey, so that you can just have different. And then the kind of the bordered one. It's kind of weird on this because you have to adjust the contrast to try and get it quite nice. That's why I do it in the different colours, so you can, whatever looks better. That's just my YouTube logo. It's just quite easy. I found that because each tile map can only be made up of so many tiles, individual tiles. I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you have a too complex image, GB Studio will not display it and won't sort it out for you. So if you are going to have it like kind of, I was messing around with like a Animal Crossing logo, and I did it too bigger full screen, so I made it a bit smaller, and it seemed to pass and seemed to work great. With GB Studio, you can just export it as a ROM as well, so you can just and then you can put it in your emulator if you want to try it out, or you can even run it there and then in the actual program. The method of using Inkscape, which is free and open source and available on all platforms, and GB Studio is. So it doesn't matter what platform you're on. I've written a bit of a guide in the description below, but I haven't told you how to install per platform because that's up to you. I'm not going to go into every single platform. I've only got a Linux laptop, so if you want to, dabble in it. I'm going to give the files for this, what I've made on this, it's in the GB Studio, so that you can basically straight away get up and running without having to trying to figure it out, because it's got like it has like a scene, and like I said before, it'll pause on that scene until you press A, and then it goes to the next scene and the next scene, so you can then loop it around to the beginning. I'll show you on a Game Boy Advanced. It just shows it in Game Boy mode with slightly different colours. It's not really that exciting, but if you're selling a Game Boy Advanced and you want to add a little thing to it, and there you go, it goes back down to the beginning. I think it's quite cool. And yeah, you know, you can just leave it in its case. I just removed the logo off this one, and then you can have it. I did actually produce another sticker for this, but then I thought I'll go all out and make my own shell. You know, why the hell not? So yeah, as usual, thanks for watching. Bye.